Breaking news, everybody. We got an exciting look inside of the brand new Harry Potter ride coming to Epic Universe's theme park, opening up in May of 2025. That's right, we're talking about Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry, the brand new groundbreaking attraction. Hello everyone and welcome back to Exploring Attractions. My name is Scott, and if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button at the end if you did enjoy the video, and leave us a like at the end if you did enjoy the video as well. We're constantly making theme park updates as well as Epic Universe updates, so make sure that you check out all of our social media pages and everything as well. But that's right everybody, we got a sneak peek inside of the brand new attraction Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. It's really exciting to see what Universal Orlando's been doing with them, like releasing these sneak peeks and first looks. We saw it with the Dark Universe attraction. They showcased some of the animatronics and they got everyone so freaking excited. We've seen them the way that they kind of revealed everything with the concept art and everything. But today we're not talking about concept art. Today we're talking about an actual first glimpse inside of the British Ministry of Magic. And even though these photos may look like concept art, they're real life photos and it's really impressive. So let's break it down real quick. What exactly is this brand new Harry Potter ride? Well, it'll be part of the brand new Wizarding World of Harry Potter Land, which the primary setting is in Wizard Paris, where the Fantastic Beasts films take place. However, you'll be able to make a transition from the actual land into the Ministry of Magic. Now, how will you do that, you may ask? Well, the Metro Floo corridor, of course, where guests will journey from Wizarding Paris, which is the setting of other exciting experiences, to the Ministry via the Metro Floo, a unique mode of transportation inspired by the iconic Floo network from the film. So here's a really good look at exactly what that corridor will look like. And keep in mind, the whole Ministry of Magic will be the giant queue for this attraction. Now, this show building looks absolutely massive, and I cannot wait to see what technology that they use to get you from point A to point B and still have that immersive feeling of like you're traveling through the smoke. I'm sure that Universal is going to do so good with it, and I'm sure that they'll also have alternate routes for those who are like sensitive to smoke effects and lighting effects and stuff like that. I'm sure they'll be able to take an alternate route as well. But honestly, it's going to be so cool, and we all talk about how being immersed in the Wizarding World and just being immersed in these different theme parks in general is a really cool feeling. However, actually getting to do the mode of transport, just like how you can ride the Hogwarts Express from point A to point B, now with the Metro Floo, that's going to be a really unique and an experience that you can't get anywhere else. So once you go through the Metro Floo, you will be greeted with the beautiful Ministry of Magic Atrium. This looks so freaking impressive, and this is what I mean by, well, yes, it looks like concept art. It's not. It's real life. And even the concept art looks completely different from real life. And usually that's a bad thing. In this case, it's a good thing. It like over-delivered in the sense of these walls and everything, the different golden statues all over the place. Wow, it's beautiful. And you can see they're kind of playing in to that storyline. You have the big kind of a poster there of Dolores Umbridge, where she's in obviously Cho uniform, and they're getting ready for her big trial, and it says, "Please make your way to the courtroom number 10 as Umbridge stands on trial today." The photos in this atrium are going to be absolutely insane. I cannot wait. Like, I'm sure a lot of people are going to just want to stand there and take photos, and they're not even worried about like rushing to the front of the ride. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna be like, oh no, you can pass me, I just want to take a photo. But this jaw-dropping grand atrium of the Ministry of Magic comes to life in all its grandeur in the queue for the attraction. Here guests will find a restored fountain of magical Brethren statue, the breathtaking enchanted weather ceiling, an endless array of ministry offices from floor to ceiling, and many more intricate details. I think that's one of the cool things too, is you can see that they're really playing with the weather aspects there as well. I mean, that, like, if that's what it looks like and they didn't just like Photoshop that weather effect in, that's gonna be cool too. It feels like it's like all dark outside and everything. It adds a whole different level of immersion. But man, impressive stuff. And they really did spend a lot of time on the queue. They didn't really spend too much on the attraction. They spent more time on the queue. However, we do have a sneak peek inside the attraction, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And then you move over to the Ministry reception. Now, typically, there's people here asking for your credentials, asking on what business you have at the Ministry of Magic. Well, today, or I guess you should say every day as they're preparing for Umbridge's trial, you won't see anyone there, because guests will pass by the ministry reception where wizards typically ask for information before going about their wizarding business. However, guests won't find anyone working the reception today, as the entire ministry is busy preparing for the trial. But then let's move into the main antagonist's area, because you know she's got to have an area. We'll go into Dolores Umbridge's office, and obviously it has tons of gold in it, it has tons of pink in it. I really like how they dress this entire area up. A glittering chandelier illuminates Dolores Umbridge's former office, which is revealed to be just as over the top as the woman herself. That's from the official press release. Here guests will meet Higdally. Umbridge is former house elf for the first time as she enthusiastically cleans out the office ahead of the trial. So we'll meet a house elf there, and judging by the looks of it, it'll probably be a little animatronic. I'm sure there'll be different audio cues playing from this elf, kind of cleaning up the office as she prepares for the trial. I do think it's really cool that we actually get to step foot into Umbridge's office. I think that's a unique, cute aspect. And then obviously the giant chandelier is really impressive. I mean, we've seen the giant chandelier with like the Escape from Gringotts attraction. Right when you walk into Gringotts, you are amazed with the giant chandeliers in there. I like how they have a giant chandelier in it, what looks to be a more smaller area in Umbridge's office. And obviously all the pink and gold definitely suits Umbridge. Like, that is a spitting image of her, over the top and everything. Unfortunately today she's on trial. This will also be another amazing area for different photos and everything. But of course, you know, just like any headlines out there in the real world, there's headlines about Umbridge, as you'll see different Daily Prophet memos and other wizarding details along the queue. Like right here you can see the Daily Prophet, which is a giant cover that says Umbridge stands trial today, and then you see different memos and stuff like that. These pink memos, maybe from her, maybe from different inmates, maybe from just different people around Wizarding Paris, who knows, but those will be scattered throughout the queue. Those are just some of like the little details that Universal loves to scatter around everywhere, and I think that's cool. It adds to the story, especially with the Daily Prophet, that it's like in real time with Umbridge standing on trial. Alright everyone, but like I said, I did have a little sneak peek of the ride for you guys, and it's not a big sneak peek. One I'll talk about is the Death Eater animatronic. The Death Eater animatronic was revealed a couple months ago, and this was revealed when they kind of revealed all the concept art pieces for the actual land. The Death Eater animatronic, like I talked about before, is so impressive. It's insane how like free-flowing and amazing this thing looks, and that is animatronic that we will actually see on the attraction. We all know that they're going, you know, amazing with the different animatronics across just Epic Universe in general, and the Death Eater one is going to be so freaking impressive, and I cannot wait to see it be located and where it's going to be located at. But we also have a look at what the ride vehicles will be. This is the Magical Ministry Lift. Guests will board a magical omnidirectional lift that seats up to 14 guests to travel even deeper through the British Ministry for the long-awaited trial of Dolores Umbridge. Adorned with vibrant red and gold accents, these lifts are unlike any ride vehicle ever created and will propel guests up, down, forward, backwards, sideways, and more throughout the ministry, just like guests have seen in the films. Okay, first and foremost, I want to talk about the comfort level that this lift looks like. Those seats look extremely comfortable and looks like I could probably fall asleep on the attraction. Not from boredom, but just from like pure comfort. Like, they look like comfortable ride vehicles. I do like the colors that they chose for it. Like the vibrant red and gold, I think that's perfect for this ministry attraction. But on top of that, this is brand new technology that they're using for this Battle at the Ministry attraction. You're going to be able to move up and down, sideways, forwards, all that fun stuff. And in the concept art, you can kind of see what it will look like from an outsider's perspective, and it can seat up to 14 guests. So that's pretty cool. But this is one attraction that I'm like really confused about on how it's going to work. Like, is how the simulation is going to feel, just because it is such a big ride vehicle. However, I feel like it's probably like a new age Tower of Terror Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, it has that same motion. However, this one, instead of just going up and down, you can feel like you're going sideways and backwards and all that fun stuff. So if it's something like that, along with moving from scene to scene, that's going to be a immersive, groundbreaking, I mean, every amazing word out there that comes to my mind for this Harry Potter ride. So that's a look at the ride vehicle. That's the only sneak peek that we got actually inside the ride, but the main focus of today's video and the main focus of everything that was released was the beautiful and vibrant queue and just how they got like every intricate detail absolutely perfect. And as I'm reading